Hey, parents and students, it's Mr. Swain. It's Friday, so that means it's time for eNews. And not only is it Friday, it's the Friday before Thanksgiving, so that makes it even a little bit more special. We'll get to Thanksgiving in a minute, but let me talk through some stuff that we have going on, just so you know what's going or how things are going. First of all, you received an email the other day from me, or an eNews from me the other day, talking about our one-to-one initiative that the district has. We do have Chromebooks being delivered. Funny enough, in the 2020 day and age that it is, we got a phone call a little bit ago from the driver of the truck that was bringing the stuff, and I don't know, he went under a low branch or something and hit a branch, and now he is not delivering our stuff today, but it is supposed to be here on the 30th, and we just kind of all thought that was funny as a 2020 kind of thing to have happen. So we will have them here on the 30th, according to what they're telling us. So we should be good to go with our plan to start distributing them to our virtual learners on Tuesday the 1st. We will take care of all the kiddos that are here at school across that week too, and make sure we trade out those things. You do need to do something for me first. If you want to have a device, you need to go into that eNews that I sent earlier, or it's in this eNews as well, and fill up that form for us, just saying that you understand that you're taking responsibility for that new Chromebook. When you come to school, if you're a virtual learner, you need to bring, if you have one of our devices, you need to bring our device back with its charger cord and all that stuff, and we'll just switch them out and give you the new one. If you're here on campus and you have one of our devices, obviously we'll just switch them out for you. If you're sitting at home thinking, man, I got this sweet setup and I don't need one, that's fine. You don't have to come get one. I think once we are all back on campus, whenever that is, we will then make sure that you have one at that point. But if you're good with what you got, you can just keep it that way for right now. Nothing, it won't prevent you from being able to do any of the stuff that you need to do. If you have any questions about that, shoot Mr. Teeter an email. It's Christopher_Teeter at roundrockisd.org, and he'll be able to help you out with anything along those lines. Let's see. PTA, man, I can't say enough about PTA this week. First of all, we start the week on Tuesday with Spirit Night at Luna's Tacos, and I know there were some frustrations for some folks, my wife being one of them, that she sat for an hour waiting for her tacos. But I think it just shows what Cougar Nation does when they show up. We basically shut the joint down, and we had when I got there about 8:30, I guess 8:15, there was a double column 3-page legal tablet of people waiting for them to call, or whoever they had already ordered to get those things. So I don't know what kind of donation PTA got from that. I haven't heard that number yet, but it had to be huge based on just the numbers of people that were there. I think it's really cool that we supported a local business. Hope you give them another chance as far as their service goes. I just don't think they were prepared for what showed up on them that night. Along those lines, PTA then comes in this week or today with Pie Day for our staff, and it is absolutely their favorite day of the year. In fact, I think I saw Mr. Caldwell skipping down the hall when it was time for him to come get his pie, and he also had brought his own Cool Whip or non-dairy or dairy topping to put on top of his pie. I don't think his wife's going to see any part of it. Kirsten, I'm sorry, but he's going to eat it before he ever leaves here. I can't say enough. I think there was over 100 pies in there. All the staff got them. All the custodial staff got them. All the cafeteria staff got them. And I think we even had a couple left over that we're going to take over to Table of Grace, which is a foster home that sends kids to us. So I think that's just a way that we keep giving back to our community, but also the appreciation that the teachers feel when you go and do that for them. When PTA does that for them is amazing. It's one of my favorite days, just to watch the teachers and their looks, and just see the community wrap them up and show them the appreciation that they have for all the work that they're doing. A couple other things. We do have a COVID update today. As we are going into the break, we have told all the kiddos here, hey, just make sure you take your stuff home. There are no plans at this time. I talked to my boss a little while ago, and there are no plans at this time for us not to come back in on Monday, the 30th. But just in case something happens, because as you know, this is a super fluid situation, we have told all the kiddos that are here at school, make sure you take your Chromebook and your charger home with you so that you have it just in case. Along those lines, as we go to Thanksgiving break, if you or a family member or a student were to come down with COVID over the break, we still need to know about it. We have established an email address, and it's in this eNews. I'm going to put it right underneath the principal's notes. But we've established an email that you can send an email to and just kind of tell us the situation. It's CTMS_COVID report at roundrockisd.org, or you can call the main number at 512-428-2500, and it will transcribe that voicemail into that email. Mr. Wardell and the nurse will be checking it all the way until Tuesday. at that point, Tuesday, any close contacts or anything like that that would have taken place would not have been at school. And so we won't have to worry about anybody who gets it after Tuesday. But then we'll start checking it again towards the end of the week. I want them to be able to have a break too and not have to worry about that stuff. But they'll start checking it again at the end of the week. If you have symptoms or your kid has symptoms, just keep them home on Monday the 30th and let the nurse know, and she'll call you and get in contact with you and talk you through it, just so you know everything. You can send emails to me or to Mr. Wardell, and we'll try to be on our phones and making sure that we take care of that. You might not get me right away because I plan on doing a bunch of hunting and fishing over the break, but I will respond to you as soon as I see it. So that information will be right below. Also, you will be getting a COVID letter today. We do have a probable case. One of our students, her mom has it, and so that makes them probable if they have any symptoms at all. She hasn't been here for a couple of days, but so I do have to send that letter out. That's TEA's requirement. It's not a big deal. We don't have we have a couple of close contacts, but that's it. And so I just want you to be aware that that will be coming out at 5 o'clock. A couple more things on this, and then I'll get to a little Thanksgiving stuff. Our high school transition stuff. I know 8th grade parents, it's hard to believe that high school transition is already happening, especially in the middle of all of this stuff that's already going on. But there are some dates on there. I believe they start in December, so please make sure you pay attention to that. The counselors have done a really good job working with the Round Rock High School counselors to make sure we have all of that stuff in place and ready for you to go. Second to last, I don't know if you heard, but on Friday of last week, Dr. Flores offered his resignation to the board, and the board accepted his resignation. So Dr. Flores, after 7+ years in Round Rock ISD, has resigned as the superintendent of schools for Round Rock. He will be with us through December 1st, and then I think another month worth of helping transition to whoever the interim might be at that point in time. I'd just like to take this chance to just thank Dr. Flores for everything he's done for Round Rock, for the Round Rock learning community, for our school in particular. His sons went through Chisholm Trail, so we kind of hold a special place in his heart. Many of the teachers that are here or have recently retired had Dr. Flores' kiddos, and he would come in and he would talk to those teachers, and he's just always been about kids and what was best for kids, and I appreciate that. I've worked for 6 superintendents over my career, and he is by far the best one I've ever worked for. So we wish him the best in whatever it is that as he moves on. I'll be forever grateful that he put me in charge of Chisholm Trail Middle School, being part of a homegrown boy coming home and him giving me that opportunity to lead the school. But I just wanted to say thank you to him for all that he has done for kids and for Round Rock ISD. Along those lines of thank yous, Thanksgiving. Man, I put a thing out to the teachers the other day and says, "What are you thankful for?" And I had 50 responses, and they're the typical things of my family and my health and my kids or to have a job or whatever. But the underlying theme all the way through is they were thankful to work at Chisholm Trail Middle School and to work with your kids. And I think it says a lot about this staff that when they're given the opportunity to say anything they want, to be thankful for anything, because I didn't put any parameters on it, time and time again, it came back that they were lucky, they were thankful to get to work with the kids here at Chisholm Trail Middle School. So, kudos to you for the kids that you are raising and the things that you are doing. Take some time over this break. Let your kids take some time over this break to just take a deep breath and relax. Get away from the normal stuff. Turn the TV off, play a game, play cards, play dominoes, go hunting and fishing. That's what I'm doing. Get away from all this stuff and, stay safe, do what you're supposed to do what you need to do. And we look forward to seeing you on the kiddos back on the 30th. I will be sending on the 30th the new survey for the following 9 weeks. If you're going to stay with what you're already doing, you don't have to fill out the survey. You can if you want to. If you're going to change your decision, please do it on that survey when it goes out on the 30th, and it'll be due back to us on December the 7th. And I'll send several reminders along the way to make sure we get it back. I've been long-winded today. I apologize. We just had a lot to get through. Tonight is Round Rock High School football game. We are playing Vandergrift. It is for the district title. Last couple of weeks ago, we sold out at homecoming, but it'd be nice to have a big crowd there, or as big as they'll let us have a crowd there to support the Dragons. Dragonettes are dancing at halftime, my highlight, and we hope to see you there. If not, have a great Thanksgiving. Spend some time with your family, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks.